Hey Virgo, how's it going? Hope you're doing well today. Let's take a look at your early December reading and see what comes out. Early December Virgo. This is for your Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising placement. Virgo. Excuse me if you see me messing with this sweater dress. It's very cozy, but it moves around a lot, gotta say. I'm due for a haircut too. Virgo, what is your overall energy? Queen of Cups. This is your overall energy, Virgo. I feel like at this point in time, you're really making sure that you're taking care of yourself. You're really assessing what you are drawing in and what you should be possibly setting boundaries with. I feel like with the Queen of Cups here, you're in a very, I want to say, emotionally sensitive state at this point in time. You may be feeling like that. You may be feeling like you are very much in tune with your feelings at this time. We've got the Prince of Cups and the Empress at the bottom of the deck. You're definitely taking care of yourself. And if you're not at this point in time, maybe this is something that you need to consider. A lot of times we get so caught up in our everyday lives, especially around this time with the holiday season, we kind of forget to think about ourselves. We end up overextending ourselves towards everything in our lives, and we ultimately end up burning out and feeling empty. So we've got the Aeon card here. This is the Judgment. I'm just going to call this the Judgment card. We have the Judgment card here that just wanted to come out. The Four of Pentacles also came out as well. What else? This is going to be for your general spread, Virgo. Now we have the Prince of Cups. I'm sorry, Knight of Cups. Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Let's see. Virgo, I feel like you're coming to the point in life where a lot of realizations are hitting you, a lot of truths are being revealed to you, different kinds. These are truths that you need to know of, that you need to be aware of to make wise decisions going forward in life. A lot of these truths you're not going to want to accept, but ultimately you understand that it is in your best interest to accept and release whatever it is that you may be processing. Like the Fool. And this is only because you're needing to experience a new beginning, because whatever in your life has not been working out. Three of Swords, Eight of Swords, Three of Pentacles here. Something that you felt really inclined towards working on kind of has gotten you at a standstill. And I think you may have had some truths revealed to you very recently that were very hard to swallow. Let's just say that. I think you're having a hard time accepting the truth of the matter. Whatever that is to you. I don't know what that is. This is heavy. It's very, I don't know, this has a lot to do with your emotions. Maybe this has something to do with, well, this may have something to do with a particular dynamic with the Three of Pentacles here. And with all this water energy here, I feel like this could have been some sort of relationship, some sort of connection that you might have had. We have the Queen of Swords, Four of Swords, and the King of Swords, and the Two of Cups behind that here. You probably can't see that, but with these four cards, I'm getting there was some sort of partnership here that involved possibly a lot of communications, or this is maybe you and someone that you are romantically connected to, that you know healing needs to take place in order for this bond to even continue. You two, both of you, I feel, understand. If this is involving you and someone else, this is both of you understanding that it's really important that whether or not you two, I want to say reconcile, whether or not both of you reconcile, healing needs to be taken place on both your ends. Whether together or not, I don't know. Six of Wands here just came out. Why the Six of Wands? I feel as though the masculine here, with the Two of Cups being behind the King of Swords, I feel like the masculine, if this is a dynamic that you are having difficulty navigating through, I feel like the masculine in this dynamic is wanting to bring some sort of offer of like partnership, some sort of collaboration here. This masculine is trying to bring this forward towards the feminine, in hopes that healing and mending is going to take place. With the Six of Wands coming out, I feel like this can be successful, but both parties are going to need to really embody this King and Queen of Swords energy. I think there are aspects within both of you that are kind of out of balance, and that is what needs to be tended to. We have, yeah, I mean, we've got the Eight of Swords in between the Three of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. This is telling me that there's a blockage in the communication between these two. I feel like with the King and Queen of Swords, understanding that there needs to be some sort of amicable resolution that both of you are okay with. I feel as though there is conflict, and it's over the communication between, maybe you two have been in conflict. There's heartache here between you two. I feel like it's from the lack of communication, ironically, between the King and Queen of Swords. This is telling me that both of you have a lot on your mind and are not expressing this towards one another. This is an interesting read. I didn't know where this was going to go. But we're just going to go with the flow. I'm going to clarify this Four of Pentacles here that came out originally. The Empress wanted to come out. So Virgo, if this is part of your energy here, well, this is part of your energy. You've got the Empress, you've got the Queen of Cups, the Empress, and the Prince of Cups here in your overall energy. This is telling me that this, along with the Four of Pentacles being clarified by the Empress, this is telling me that you are keeping to yourself because you're evolving into something different. I feel you're evolving into a new time in your life, and this is because this is happening. These are the effects, the results of someone undergoing, I want to say a turbulent time in their life. So when I mean turbulent, I mean this, whoever this individual is. For example, with the Judgment cards, there may have been a period of just a lot of trials and tribulations in someone's personal life. A lot of circumstances that have tested one's inner stability, let's just say that. And the only way to come out on top of everything is to really go inward and really make sure that you don't allow anything to knock you off your block, essentially. I feel as though with the Four of Pentacles and the Empress, I feel you're definitely, if you're not there yet, if you're like, yeah, my life is a wreck, a mess, or just not going well, and I'm going through heartache and really tough times, I feel like you're certainly moving towards this. And the Four of Pentacles is not a bad, it's not a bad card. It's not, in the Rider-Waite Tarot, it's all about keeping your resources, keeping yourself to yourself. That sounds so bad. Keeping to yourself, keeping what you have to yourself, not really revealing what it is that you possess to others. Reserving your energy. This is it's also talking about being stingy and frugal, whatever. But in the Thoth deck, the Four of Pentacles is the card of power, because as we know, the number 4 is the card of stability and solidness. And this is where you are heading if you're not already there. It's a really good feeling. It's a feeling of security within one's self, not fearing an outcome that is going to be full of lack. This is an energy of someone who, it's almost, I don't know, towards like a more negative extent. I feel like this could be like someone who has blocked themselves off basically built a fortress around themselves to where others really can't get through. And this person might actually, hopefully not, end up being quite comfortable in this position. The number 4, this number is a peak that we reach. It's a peak that one reaches and doesn't really need to strive to improve. This is a card of really maintaining the structure and order that some sort of process is operating through. And the Empress loves that, you know, if as long as she is generating abundance for herself and for those around her that she deems worthy of, she's happy and she doesn't need anything else. I feel like that's where you're going, Virgo. And the way this relates to this dynamic I just started reading into with the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, it's like at this point, what I'm getting now, it's like you may have had some things revealed to you that were not the most pleasant. These may have been truths about possibly what, if you are in this dynamic with someone else who is embodying the King of Swords energy, this person may, and if they were out of balance themselves in one way or one way, shape, or form, and you know, you two are connected in one way or another, that kind of means that you may possibly have been or are imbalanced in some way, shape, or form yourself. And this is really saying that if this person on the other end of this connection has revealed to you possibly some things that you don't agree with or that may have hurt you, and you know, just truths that were nothing that you were wanting to be true, truths that they may have revealed to you about how they perceive you. If that's the case, I feel like this energy that you're embodying right now is very beneficial for you. Things are happening quite, what would the word be, serendipitously for you? Meaning you're finding the strength within you to not allow whatever this person is revealing to you to affect you negatively at this point. You may have been working on yourself and fortifying yourself from within around the same time that this conflict that you may have experienced with this person, you may have been undergoing this process with yourself, and you know, that had this evolution that you're kind of going through is kind of bolstering that you know, that solidness within you. and it's keeping you in this Empress energy. So, you know, the Four of Swords is typically an energy of retreating and withdrawing from, you know, the outside world, from others, in order for you to heal and to reflect back on what it is that you must do for yourself on an individual level in order for you to heal. But I feel like there needs to be some sort of healing between these two individuals in this dynamic. Alone. When I mean alone, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like there needs to be healing together, alone, possibly without outside or external influences that would possibly influence the connection in any way. Yeah, I feel like the lack of decisiveness and clear communication is what needs to be healed, basically, between you and this person. Okay. Princess of Cups, the Lovers, and the Wheel of Fortune here. With the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. That's Taurian energy. So I feel like with the Princess of Cups, the Lovers, and the Wheel of Fortune, it's really going to be up to you as to how you're going to want to go, how you're going to want to move forward in this dynamic. It's going to be up to you and the way you carry yourself. With the Princess of Cups here, this is an energy of being creative in your approach towards things. It's being creative in I don't know how to explain this in this context. The Queen of Wands, it's like you're going to have to move in a way that maybe you're not certain about something. I feel like there's something about decisiveness, because with the Lovers here, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Princess of Cups is not a very strong energy. Princess of Cups is pretty naive and not very grounded. She's full of creative ideas and she's highly intuitive, but she overextends herself towards others. She's one that likes to take care of others and put others first, resulting in her kind of forgetting that she needs to think of herself and making sure that her cup is full, which she doesn't necessarily do all the time. And I think this is telling you that, in these three cards right here, Virgo is telling you that you're going to have to know exactly how much you are going to be willing to invest in this healing with this person. You're going to have to be more discernful. I feel like you, with the Eight of Swords here in the middle of the Three of Swords and the Three of Pentacles, it's like there's a lot of indecisiveness, a lot of you not knowing what to decide. I think you need to, I think the best advice for this part, Virgo, is that the Empress is, like I said, she's very solid. She doesn't need anyone to make her feel secure within herself. She nurtures and she provides her love and her care for others because she wants to. She doesn't need to. She doesn't need to. She doesn't need to receive it. And with the Princess of Cups here, with the Lovers and the Wheel of Fortune, you're going to have to be really aware of how much of yourself you are expending going forward. That's what I'm seeing. You're going to have to do that while simultaneously needing to maintain like a level of compassion too, so that you are balanced within and you're not coming off as too emotionally detached, but and yet level-headed, to where you're not allowing your emotions override your decisions as you know, express your love and your compassion towards this person, this King of Swords. If you're the feminine in this dynamic, if you're the masculine in this dynamic, flip it around. But I feel like this is for the feminine in this dynamic that I'm talking to. This King of Swords here is the way they perceive things, they're very calculating. And when I mean calculating, I'm not talking about them really trying to figure out exactly how to produce a certain outcome in a situation. I'm talking about they're calculating in how they perceive you. This King of Swords may be very critical when it comes to how they perceive you. They may think that one day you are too emotional, overly emotional one day, and then the next day you are cold and detached. And so this King of Swords may always have something to say when it comes to how you are projecting yourself. And I feel like ultimately this is saying that that's how you're going to have to move through this connection. You're going to have to really make sure that you are leveled and that you are balanced within. Maybe, you know, maybe it's not someone else that is being overly critical about you. It's maybe yourself. Maybe you are worrying that you're being too giving at some times, and that at others you are just very, very aloof and unwilling to compromise. Maybe you are finding out these realizations about yourself, that this is how you are coming across as. You're you're going through this emotional evolution during this period in your life, possibly to where your awareness over how you connect with others is heightening. And I feel like, so the moon is full in Gemini now. You are wanting to really, I think you're really analyzing how you communicate with others at this point in time. You're wanting to make sure that you're coming off the way that you truly intend to. That may, this King and Queen of Swords here, this could be you. This could be you understanding that the way you perceive yourself and the way that you connect with others needs to be checked and balanced, so that you can have this harmony within yourself. That makes sense too. If you look at this with, the Queen of Swords, Four of Swords, King of Swords, and the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups, if this is on an individual level, you are balancing yourself out from within. And it truly does make sense on an individual level that, through this process, you are solidifying yourself into this Empress, Queen of Cups, and Prince of Cups energy here as your overall current energy. Virgo. I like this reading. This is cool. This is interesting, but I think, yeah, and on an individual level, if this is the case with the Princess of Cups, the Lovers, and the Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Fortune is, in this case for me, all about the outcome, the results of the cause and effects of our efforts and actions that we truly manifest through the wielding of our own will from within. It's going to be all up to you as to how you move through the world during this point in time. Being balanced and compassionate at the same time. This is going to yield the results that you're looking for, whatever it is that you're trying to attain. I don't know what your goals are at this point in time, what you are trying to achieve, a little bit down the road, but I think your self-awareness is, like I said, heightening, and you're just becoming more aware of how you display yourself. So, okay. All right, Virgo, we're going to look into some love messages. I don't know, I kind of just wanted to go with the flow with these spreads. Like I said, don't mind me and this sweater dress. It's my new obsession. I bought quite a few of them the past few days. So, here we go. I am going to look into the energy of the person that... I need a haircut too. My hair is chopped up at this point. I don't care. I don't care right now at this moment in time. Virgo, we're going to look into the energy of the person that you are connecting with during this time. So, let's see. What is the energy of the person that you are connecting with? Ooh, that didn't work out. I tried to get all the earth sign readings out for the longest time. I've just been going through it with myself. It's just a normal thing. I'm a Scorpio moon, so I like my peace and privacy. I appreciate it and I value it. I don't really do social media. I don't need people always knowing what I'm doing. So, anyways, besides all that, what is the energy of the person that you are connecting with? Ooh, got the Prince of Wands here. This is Leo energy. Okay, we're gonna keep going, but I just want to emphasize Prince of Wands. Okay, this is not a bad energy. We love Leo energy. This is... Oh, so let me get one thing straight. Throughout the zodiac, there is no bad or good. We all know this. We just have the negative and positive traits that each sign possesses. That's normal, right? We're all just, you know, we're all part of this experience. But the Prince of Wands, I'm just trying to say here, is that the princes, they're a little bit more immature. They it's not the knight or the king. They're not as experienced, but they have a lot of the more raw energy of the zodiac that the cards embody. This energy right here is one that really, it's a really compulsive energy here. This is part of your person's overall energy, and I just want to say that they're not guilty for not understanding what they must. Okay, in this case, being such a fiery card here, this person here is one that, it kind of reminds me of the Knight of Wands. They don't really think things through too much. This person here, they have a lot of energy, a lot of vibrance and enthusiastic energy whenever they are operating from a higher space. But when this energy is kind of operating more so through a higher degree of egoism, let's just say, this energy is destructive. It can be very insensitive. It can be very disregarding, and I don't know if the word pompous is the word, but it's just this energy turns into one that a lot of people kind of become repelled from. But and it's in a good light. This is a very good energy, but it just, the reason that this has stood out to me was because it is a Prince of Wands. It's not a Knight of Wands or a King of Wands. I mean, Knight of Wands is a little too fickle and you know, not the most reliable or committal type, but they're a little bit more mature than the Prince of Wands. They've had experience through their endeavors. The Knight of Cups and the Queen of Swords here has come out now. So the Knight of Cups in this deck, Thoth deck, Knights are in place of the King. So this is essentially the King of Cups. King of Cups, Queen of Swords, and the Prince of Wands here. We're going to keep going. So we have Scorpio, Libra, and Leo energy here. Three of Swords, Princess of Cups, Four of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. Ten of Swords, Ten of Swords, and the Tower, and the Six of Pentacles at the bottom. I really like this, the Tower card in this deck. This really emphasizes a complete overhaul, complete destruction of whatever it is that someone may be going through in their lives. And, you know, paired with the Ten of Swords, I feel like this person has overcame a very tumultuous, very hard period in their life that was full of lessons. This person may have learned a lot about themselves that they really didn't know that they had to. And, you know, this is not to say that this person is completely done with this period in their life, but they're close if they are undergoing this. Because if the Prince of Wands is part of their energy, I feel like this person may possibly, I don't know, I'm just putting it out there, they could be operating through, like I said, a high level of their ego. With the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Swords, Three of Swords, Princess of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. Definitely could be, you know, a fire sign, Aries or Leo here. But Scorpio too, yeah. We have Pisces. This person here, they have a very soft heart behind their hard exterior. This person, I feel like more than anything is wanting to reach out to you. But with the Queen of Swords being here in the middle of the Three of Swords, heartache, heartbreak. The Queen of Swords being between the Three of Swords and the Knight of Cups here. This person is really wanting to come off in a detached space. So this paired with the Prince of Wands, they may be very hurt, and if they are acting out of that wound, I guess, they could very much be very cutting with their words. They could be very good with their words, but it's like this person here has probably displayed to you and possibly others behavior, or has said things in front of others that would be quite hurtful towards you, possibly, if, you know, if this heartache is attached to you as well. This person may be very insensitive and disregarding towards your feelings. But they themselves are sensitive. With the Princess of Cups here, this person has, like I said, a very big, soft heart deep within them. This and the Knight of Cups, this person truly wants to experience love in its highest form with you. With the Four of Wands here, this for me in this deck more so, aside from you know that happy home life that two people are striving towards, that stability and security that people want in a commitment or marriage. The Four of Wands in this deck is really more so about one's spiritual evolution, personal evolution in general. And I think this is what this person is going through. I think they're going through it currently. I don't think they're out of this Ten of Swords energy. I feel like with the Knight of Cups here, with the Queen of Swords and Three of Swords, this person is, they're reserving all that they're wanting to give, but behind their shell they've got a lot that they want to share with you. They're just coming across as, like I said, very cold, probably being insensitive and you know, projecting their heartache that they share with you through harsh words. Knowing, with the Queen of Swords here, they certainly know what type of things to say to hurt you. But I think it's good that you are in this energy of really putting your walls up at this point, as this person goes through this process on their own. They're just hurting, Virgo. I would not take it personally. I wouldn't let it affect me either. So that's something to remind yourself if you ever, for any reason, feel triggered. So, Virgo, let's see. I don't know. Let's see what this person would say to you. What would this individual say to Virgo? So, yeah, at this point in time, they may be acting from a place of being hurt from what has been going on between you two, which is the poor communication that you are experiencing. If you know, if the dynamic that I was reading into in your general spread is resonating with this portion. If it doesn't, just leave it alone. It's meant to be a general spread in the beginning, so you can take it however you would like to. Ten of Swords. Okay, so this person here wants you to know that they are in this state of really going through it. They're going through it. They're overthinking a lot still. They're overthinking about the pain that is apparently still present between you two. Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. This person here wants to work something out with you. So what I'm getting right now is this person is thinking about how things fell apart between you two. They're looking back at how whatever dynamic you two had been in the past, they're thinking about everything that they had done on their end. With the Ten of Swords being here, these are the lessons and the truths that one must face before they can actually get out of whatever it is that they're experiencing. They're having to really digest what happened. And you know, if they're not right now, whenever they go through their personal internal evolution with themselves, this is what's going to happen. When they set aside their ego, when they truly sit down and understand the hurtful things that they've done to you and the hurtful things that they've said to you, it's only when they set their ego aside and accept the fact that they have things that they needed to be accountable for. That's when they will be realizing this, if they have not already or are going through this currently. But I feel like they are going through this for the most part. I feel like this person is seeing the repercussions and kind of understanding that they're wanting to make things work. Sorry, my cat is being really loud. This person is realizing what they did on their end. To make things, for how things have turned out between you two. I'm sorry. I'm slowing down, Virgo. Like, we're at 53 minutes. This is crazy. And it wasn't even a 6 or 9 card spread. 5 of Cups. This person is extremely disappointed. Like, this with the Ten of Swords being here, this person is feeling extreme disappointment, extreme desire for, my goodness, desire for this reconciliation. I feel like this person wants, I feel like this person also wants to know how you've been affected by this connection. I feel like they want you to reveal to them how truly hurt you have been, because I feel like they may not know if you care or not. They may think that you're fine, and that just because you are not expressing anything, that nothing has affected you. And so with the 8 of Wands being here, they're wanting to hear from you. They're wanting to hear from you about Prince of Wands and the Death card. This is Leo and Scorpio here. to me, it's like they're wanting, possibly, if, again, if that general spread was resonating with you, they're wanting to know if you're going to transform yourself into what they're wanting. And I feel like what they're wanting is for you to be the version of yourself that's able to, you know, inserts to imbue this connection with like a high level of, with the Prince of Wands here, a high level of you know, enthusiasm and fiery energy. I feel like this person is really wanting to see the really passionate side of you. You may have not shown this to them in the past, and this is, you know, with someone, if this person has a lot of water in their chart, this person wants to receive that same passion and love that they're so wanting to give. They're wanting you to show them that you love them and that you're still passionate about them, Virgo. Shall we look into what you're going to say, Virgo? We can. What you may say. What is Virgo? What is Virgo going to do or say at this point in time? Let's see. Virgo. Because you have the Prince of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Empress, and then you had the Four of Pentacles with the Empress, again clarifying it's Four of Pentacles. You've got a lot of love within you that you are capable of giving and investing into the dynamic. If this is where you find yourself in. And this person, I feel, I think they're very hurt at this point that you're not, and they're just dying to know what it is that you're going to do next, what you're going to express to them. So Virgo, what are you going to do? What are you going to say? Virgo, Two of Pentacles. This is the card of change. This is changing the trajectory. After the holidays, I'm just like, I don't really care. I'm fine. I've got this nice sweater dress that's need to be put down. Two of Pentacles here. So you want to change the trajectory at which this connection is going down. The Adjustment. This is the Adjustment card. This is the Justice card. Right, yeah, Justice. You're wanting to adjust the scales, balance out. You are deciding that you are going to add balance and value to this connection. Six of Wands. Six of Wands. What else? This is Six of Wands is all about being successful and knowing that things can work out. And anything in life, whatever this may pertain to, this card, this energy, anything can be successful if we take, the necessary action. Okay, so we have the Prince of Cups and the Seven of Wands here. I think you're wanting to come forward and express that you do want to fight for this connection. It's a connection that you believe in. We have the Ten of Wands. Why the Ten of Wands here? Let's get some other cards. Why the Ten of Wands for Virgo? The Wheel of Fortune, the Lovers, the Princess of Cups. These were the exact same 3 cards from your spread earlier. This is you. My cat is being really silly. This is you. This is you. We got the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck here. This is you understanding that, like I said earlier, with the Princess of Cups, the Lovers, and the Wheel of Fortune, you are going to express a level of compassion and passion for this connection at this point in time. I think you're deciding to. I think you're in a space that you feel like you're capable of doing, because you're wanting to lay this shit down, whatever has happened between you and them. I think you're over it. That burden is just very unnecessary to be carrying around at this point. It's something that you know, is just very old news, and I think you're just in a very new space and energy in your life at this point, that you're not trying to disrupt that, the frequency that you're in. I don't think you're wanting to ruin a good thing. And if this person is willing to change, this person is willing to change. You've got the Two of Swords and the Fool here. I feel like if the person is willing to change, you're more than open to reconcile. I don't see any cards of reconciliation. Oh. So we've got the Emperor, the Hierophant, and the Prince of Pentacles here. So, you know, earlier I was talking about the princes being, you know, unexperienced, not very skilled, or, I mean, this is very grounded energy. This is Taurian energy here. But this connection, I feel, is in a very, it's in an, and despite the connection that you might share with this person, the actual dynamic itself in, you know, in your 3D world is very underdeveloped. And so I feel like you're aware of this, and you, with the Emperor here, you're understanding and accepting that it's going to take a lot of work and patience, dedication and loyalty as well, with this Hierophant in the middle, in order for this connection to fructify into the 3D. So I think you're willing to work on it. The Prince of Pentacles here, I think you're taking those solid baby steps forward first, and seeing where this person stands and how they meet you. Because right now I feel like you are in this energy of really understanding your worth. Yeah, Queen of Wands and Temperance, Sagittarius and Aries energy. So we started out initially with the Empress, and we're ending with the Emperor. Temperance and the Queen of Wands. I think you're just making that decision, that you know, that solid decision of working on this connection. But I think the Four of Pentacles, you're just wanting to see where your person is at this point in time. Virgo. So this was a very long reading. And my hair almost look like I've got done doing something naughty, like at the very end of these readings my hair gets all messed up and I just look crazy. So anyways, Virgo, I hope this helped. Take care. Bye.